Off field? Left. What I want?
I love the way she rock it. I love the way she move it, shake it all day. When she pop it, the shawty is the winner. You can tell that shawty love again now. She's confident. I love the way she move it.
YouTube, what's going on? It's Juan Gotti here with another Washington Commanders post-game video. The Washington Commanders survive on the road at the Atlanta Falcons, Mercedes-Benz Stadium, 24-16. Let's talk about it and much more. Before we do, make sure you guys go down below, leave a like on this video, subscribe to the channel if you are new, and turn on post notifications. We're on the road to 7,000 subscribers. Please hit that subscribe button again if you haven't already. Thank you so much. Let's get straight into today's video. So before we do it, I want to ask you guys to do me a favor and call into the Command Extra Post Game Show 301-818-2538 to be featured in today's post game video. It's exciting. Washington won. We had a lot of callers when we lost last week. We should have more callers now that we're back winning, or we have won. So let's talk about it, y'all. Washington wins. Keep it a buck with you, okay? I'm happy that we won. But there are still some serious problems that we have, i.e. Sammy Howell still getting hit too much. Other than that, felt like Sam Howell was good. Felt like the offense was smooth first half. I felt like the running game really wasn't involved, and I'm gonna go ahead and just say it. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. EB don't care about running the ball, y'all. He don't. He does not care. No matter how many times we complain about running the ball, he's not gonna do it. So we might as well put that to bed. He does not care about running the ball, and we shouldn't be surprised. We shouldn't. He's coming from Kansas City. He literally said in his press conference this past week, I thought we threw the ball 55 straight times, something like that. Andy Reid would be happy about that. He don't care about running the ball. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, running game really wasn't that involved, that good. But also, you got to give credit to Atlanta. They front was pretty solid as far as stopping the run. Howell 14 for 23, 151, 3 touchdowns. And he had a good day. All right, I felt like he that 10 days off was good for him and the whole team. Kind of let them recollect. And it felt good that we got the win off of our back, because a lot of people thought we was gonna lose this game and thought it was gonna be the same old roundover thing where we lose 3 straight, then we somehow win 4 straight. And I'm not saying that still can't happen, but it was good to snap it right now to where we're back to 500, and we could then. But this 4-game win streak can actually mean something at a point, right? In years past, we were going 4-game win streaks once we get down. Once we get like 2-6, once we get like 2-6 or whatever, we then want to pull off 4 straight. Down we're back to 6-6. So now it really doesn't mean nothing. You're just getting back to 500 now. If you win 4 straight, you won this game. That's 1. You beat the Giants on the road next week. That's 2. So now you're 4-3. You're back above 500. Then let's say you go home. You beat Philly. You're 5-3. All right, and then you got the next game. I want to say that's New England. You're 6-3 if that happens. Now you go on a 4-game heater this year, and it actually means something. It actually can show for something, opposed to you in years past getting down such in a big hole that you can't climb out of it. So now when you do, it's back to 6-6. So you really have nothing to show for it. You see what I'm saying? So that's why it was important for us to get this game under our belt. Desmond Ridder was undefeated at home coming into this game. I kind of felt like they jinxed him. Charles Leno, prayers up for him. We did this for Leno. Leno was all due to some family emergency. Prayers up to them. We did it for Leno. All right, we already had a lot of motivation coming into this game because we got him burst last time we played football. But Leno news comes out, you had to do it for that. If you wasn't gonna do it for yourself, you had to do it for Leno. We did it for Leno, and we're back to 3-3. All right, I'm gonna say this: Desmond Ridder helped us out a lot. 3 interceptions, especially 2 that were just bad late. Benjamin St. Juice, that pick was horrible. You can't have that. And I want to say he probably was trying to get out the back of the end zone, but it doesn't matter. The refs, I felt like they were giving bad spots early on. I felt like they was giving them an extra yard when it was really like 2nd and short, 3rd and short. I felt like that pass interference call on St. Juice, it was pass interference. But if you're gonna call it that, I feel like Jeff Okudah kind of arrived early in the game on turret. They didn't call that. So I feel like the refs were a little iffy today. I'm gonna be honest with you. But other than that, The defense, they showed up today. How about Casey Toohill? I mean, Chase Young has maybe 2 sacks, 1.5, and then 1 tackle. Chase Young showed up today. Chase Young, he's up there top 3 when it comes to pressures, but he got to finish, man. He had opportunities where he had sacks on Desmond Ridder, and he let him go. I'm not going to lie to you, though, and I'm not the only one that saw this. Chase Young be getting held like crazy, bro, and they never call it. I mean, he was giving that left tackle work today, and it was times where he was getting held. They did not call it. Chase Young got to be disciplined, though, because when they got down at the goal line, he jumped off sides, and that gave them closer a half a distance to the goal. So we got to be more disciplined when it comes to that. Tiz also did the same thing. I think Deron Payne also did the same thing too. So we got to stop jumping off sides. We got to stay disciplined. I also want to speak to the offense in the second half. They kind of got conservative, I would say. EB play calling was not good, and we kept them around in this game. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. This game should have been like 31-10 final. The game should have been over. Shouldn't have came down to that, but it did, because we could not capitalize on offense. We gave them opportunity after opportunity after opportunity, and thank God Desmond Ridder's their quarterback, because if it was somebody better, they probably would have took advantage of that. And Arthur Smith was so stupid for going for 2. I don't care about analytics. You're down a touchdown. All you need is a touchdown, and you tie this game. But now, even if you had to score, you would have to get a 2-point conversion, and you didn't even score. But if you did, you would have to get a 2-point conversion, and that in itself is tough. It's not a guarantee, clearly. So I feel like he put his team in the back seat when it comes to that. But yeah, man, how about the special teams? I called it too. Jamison Crowder got a huge return. Jamison, I said, you trash, man. How you ain't return that? Jamison Crowder 2016, I'm just joking, but 2016 Jamison Crowder would have returned that, but that's because he was younger. Jamison Crowder like 89 years old now, so he had a gas that he once had back in 2016. But I was like, yeah, Jamison, okay, finally getting a spot from the special teams. Today was a good day to show complimentary football. I struggle with saying that word, complimentary football, where all 3 phases of the game showed up. Offense showed up in the first half. Went to sleep a little bit in the second half, but offense showed up first half. Defense showed up second half. Special teams chipped in. In the recent weeks, especially in our losses, and even in our wins, but more so in our losses, our offense was having to do everything. All right, because our defense was giving up 30. They only gave up 16 today. Could have been more, but they didn't break. They bended, but they didn't break. They only gave up 16 today. So for all the slack that we're giving Jack Del Rio, the second half, they were locked in. Because, again, like I said, late, they had 3 or 4 opportunities to get a touchdown. They couldn't. So defense, they played their tails off second half. How about Kendall Fuller jumping that route, man? Oh my God, Kendall has been having a heck of a year, and I'm starting to be like, hey, look, do we re-sign Kendall? Because Kendall is only 28. It's only 27, 28. So do you re-sign Kendall for like a 3-year deal, 10 million, same kind of contract? Maybe a little bit less. And because he's balling, man. He jumped that. He could have had 2 picks today. He jumped that route. Whoo. Cam Curl could have had 1 too. Man, I ain't gonna lie. Desmond Ridder could have had like 5 picks today. Could have had like 5 picks. But overall, good game. Feels more than anything, more than a sole performance, because obviously we still got a lot to work on. It just feels good to get the win. All right. We can finally flush that Bears loss, and we can just move forward with the win. You know what I'm saying? This game was huge. Let's see. I wrote down some notes. How about Chris Rodriguez coming in a little bit, getting some good curries? Jahan Dotson has been disappointing this year. I'm gonna be honest with you. He has been disappointing this year. And I said it. I'm like, look, bro, I don't know what's going on with Han, but for a guy that prided himself on catching everything, walking around with a football, he drops too many wide open passes, man. I mean, that's wide. I'm Sam Howell on the money. You gotta come away with that pass. Terry was heavily involved today. I love to see it. It should be like that every week, man. I shouldn't be getting so excited for Terry to get involved, because he should be doing it every single week. It should not be Terry had 6 receptions for 81 yards, right? Should have really been like 10 receptions, something like that. But he had like, maybe I want to say like 8 targets, maybe 9 targets. It should be like that in the first half. Like, you know what I'm saying? I understand teams are going to game plan for Terry, but like, Terry's ceiling is not 81 yards. But for whatever reason, we only make it seem like it is. All right. But Terry had a good day today. Kirko got in the end zone. Kirko doing his touchdown dance, which was good. He got an end zone. AG got in the end zone today. And who was the third touchdown? Was it let's see. Third touchdown was B-Rob on the screen. Yep, B-Rob on the screen. So 3 touchdowns for AG or Sam Howell. I feel like De'Ami Brown had a deep shot where Sam Howell kind of overshot him, but I would like to see De'Ami try to attack that. Instead of trying to bring it in with one hand, use your other hand to try to bring it in, man. You know what I'm saying? But I will say I love Sam Howell to death. He's my quarterback, and it's NHL. Shout out to Louis T. You already know NHL. But I will say his deep accuracy he needs to work on. It's pretty bad. Anytime we throw deep. I don't even know if we completed a deep shot all game. I mean, all year long, to be honest with you. Have we? Because I don't even know if we have. Every time we go deep, it's always incomplete, whether it's on Sam or the receiver. He needs to work on his deep accuracy though, and work on taking better. Throwing away the ball and stop taking unnecessary hits. Those are 2 things that Howell has to work on. Other than that, I literally think Howell is perfect. I think he's literally the perfect quarterback. So I am excited. I'm happy. Jamin Davis got his first career pick today. I think I called that too. Along with the Jameson Crowder return, and then St. Jude's got his first career pick today on a pass where it was like, hey, look, I don't know what Ritter was trying to. Like I said, I think he was just trying to throw it away, but I don't know what it was. But I'm glad it happened. St. Jude's got the pick. Let's see what other things that I have written down. Sam Howell sacked twice in a 2-minute drive. Again, we can't have that. You got to find a way to get rid of that ball. I mean, again, like I said, this game should not have been as close as it was. I'm going to keep it a whole stack with y'all, man. Like, we had opportunities to really shut this thing out. Like, shut this thing out and blow them out. But we didn't. So, we got things to work on. But I'm excited to have us back in the win column. Benjamin St. Jude's PI call. I mean, he didn't turn his head, and every DB know if you don't turn your head, they're gonna call it. They're gonna call it regardless. So he didn't turn his head, but if he would have turned his head, he would have been good defense. He was there. St. Jude's was there in great coverage. All he had to do was look back or make it at least look like he was looking back for the football, and he didn't. So they called PI. Which allowed them to get another 2-point conversion. But like I said, defense stood up. Deron Payne, Montez Sweat both got shooken up today. Both look like it was hand injuries. Hopefully they're fine. Hopefully it's nothing serious. Even if it is something bad, I still like they could play with a club on. But hopefully it's nothing bad. John Allen was solid today. Casey Toohill, like I mentioned, was solid today. I believe either 2 sacks or 1.5 sacks and then a tackle, because he had another one where he tackled. That's read it, but it was behind the line of scrimmage. But I don't know if it was for a sack. We went Wildcat. And that's where I was like, hey, look, I don't know what the offense is doing. Second half, we went to sleep offensively. We went Wildcat. Well, I was like, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? Why we doing that? And then we EB had a play call where it was a EB. I forgot what I wrote down. I can't really remember what I was writing that down for. But EB had a play where I did not like the run that he called. EB's run designs aren't the best, and it's like out of the gun. It's like 1st and 10, we took a deep shot incomplete. Then 2nd and 10, you run it, and then 3rd down, you don't get nothing. You gotta throw it. You gotta punt it. Then also Tress Way, he had a good punt, but then I also feel like, am I the only one that feel like Tress Way hasn't been Tress Way today? I mean, this year his punts hasn't been like really booming how they typically do. Quan Martin had a play where he came in on a blitz. Forbes maybe had like 5 snaps. I don't remember how many times. I only saw Forbes like 1 time, and that was on a Kendall Fuller pick. So they really benched him. Danny Johnson had a good play. So yeah, man, overall good day. A lot of things to clean up, but more importantly, it's exciting to get back in the win column. So with that being said, man, I mean, we won, and it's a lot to do. It's a lot to clean up, though. I ain't gonna lie, a lot to clean up because we gave them too many chances late down the stretch. Should have been like 31-10, 38-10. Like they should 38-17 at most. It shouldn't have been nothing like that. Shouldn't have been close because we had opportunities, but we just continue to get no opportunities. So EB now needs to worry about finishing. He says collectively drag your tail across the finish line. Well, you need to lead the department in that because we need to collectively drag our toes across the finish line. First, one, and then two, with a comfortable lead. We can never win comfortable. It's always got to be something like this. No, always got to be a thrilling win. Can never be comfortable when we should. When you make a quarterback turn the ball over 3 times, you should have won the game by at least 2 scores. When you made the quarterback turn the ball over 3 times, that's honestly speaking. And then their run defense was good today. I think good is an understatement because they really couldn't get nothing going. I think Tyler Algier maybe had one like 10-yard run, and Bijan Robinson had 13 carries for 37 yards. Tyler Algier had 13 carries for 51 yards. That was good. Good run defense today. Again, overall, good performance by the defense. I think they really are the reason we won this game because second half offense went to sleep, bro. So with that being said, though, Washington got the victory 24-16. Feels good to get back in the win column. What says you out there? Leave it down below in the comment section. And also, don't forget to call into the Command Extra post-game show 301-818-2538. That video will be posted next after we get a lot of callers in. So please call into the show 301-818-2538 to be featured in the post-game video. It should be a lot of y'all because we should be excited about this win. With that being said, y'all have a blessed night. Washington back in the win column. See y'all later. It's been boy Juan Gotti. I'm out. Peace.